What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the drone show. Got one for you today with a vintage Victorinox. It's a RH Forschner, RH Forschner Co., I guess, company. This was sent to me by a seller on Etsy. If you guys have seen some of my Reddit posts, I've mentioned them before, but they got a lot of different like vintage knives and straight razors. In fact, I've gotten some straight razors from them. One of my favorites is this, it's a Geneva. It's a really good razor. I've honed the crap out of this thing and have used it a few different times now. I also had some of my favorite of these kinds of razors, the double-edged safety razors that they open up and top and stuff like that. Like, I didn't even really know that these existed till I saw it on their store. I've seen the other types, the screw types or whatever, but not the ones where the tops opened up. Anyway, all that to say, it's ElmDollDesigns. They actually sell beeswax and other things as well. You can get a gift for the wife if you want, whatever. Check them out. I'll put a link in the description and a link in a pinned post for you to check them out. Fair prices, great people. They're based in Illinois. And yeah, he sent me this knife here, so I'm anxious to get it sharpened up. I've never had a Victorinox before, so this will be my first time sharpening one of these because I've not sharpened any for people either. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I have no doubt it's going to go fairly well. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to demonstrate real quick what stone I'm going to use. I'm going to use my Morihei 500 grit. I'm fairly confident that this stone is going to do the trick, but if for some reason it is not cutting like I want it to, I'm going to switch over to my Sharpen glass 220, and then we'll move to that to set a bevel. And the reason I'm going that low is I'm going to pop up a picture here for you to check out. This is a good example of why you shouldn't use a sharpening steel. You know, the steel rods that you sometimes see people use, like Gordon Ramsay, right? That picture you're seeing now, at least you should be by now, unless I've completely fumbled it here. If you see this edge, you'll see why. It completely tears them up. In the first place, the only thing that those do is just kind of take the folded edges or edges that are rolling or whatever, and it straightens them back out. But I mean, it tears things up. You'll see if you're seeing the picture there. So we're just going to put on a new bevel, and then I'm going to get it set. And then, like I said, I'm going to set it with the 500. I'll do a different video where I go further with it, but I don't want this to take forever and a day, right? What I'm going to do too is, I said I got a surprise for you. So because I have so many of the alt stones, I'm going to do a quick pop-up giveaway. So not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that is the giveaway I spoke of last week. But this Wednesday, on that video, you got from today until then to comment on these videos. If you're commented and a subscriber to the channel and you visit AltStone's website, you know, their Amazon store, I'll send you out a stone if you're the winner. All I'm going to do is just draw a random name and it'll be yours. So I got several of them here. And just for those that have not seen them yet, this is the AltStone. It's a smaller whetstone, but they're powerhouses. They're made by Tojiro. Great stones. They're vitrified. Great cutters, fast cutters. They leave great polishes too on the higher grits. So you won't be disappointed. Plus it's free. I mean, come on. Let's get with that, right? But yeah, let's get a little closer look here at this knife. I'll show you here in the crazy lights there. There's the Victorinox. So here, let me do this. Do this every time because I've got 6 million lights on. Bring her in there. There's the name. There we go. Just give her a nice little edge. Get it sharpened up. So the Morihei, right? I've spoke about them before. These are some of my favorite knives, favorite stones. They have great knives too. As you can see how gray that was at first. Look at that color now. I love that. Moriheis use natural stone in their synthetic mix. So there is natural stone abrasive in there. They have great feedback, great cutters. But like I said, I don't know how well the 500 is going to do on this. We'll see and go from there. But anyway, how's everybody's weekend, huh? This is a splash and go, by the way. Of course, I haven't soaked it. Don't need to. So it'll be fine. But anyway, yeah, the weekend. Hopefully you guys have had a good weekend. This is spring break for me, so I don't have to go to work this week. I am very ecstatic, right? Hey, thanks again, Umberto, for the GoPro, by the way, buddy. I appreciate that so much. And again, ElmDollDesigns on Etsy. Check out their store. Great, great prices. That Geneva razor I showed you guys is from like the 1910s or the 1920s at the latest, I think, from what I saw. And that was, I expected to pay tons more than I did for that knife. Or, yeah, that razor. So check them out, man. They are good. Good, good, good. Like I said, great people. Fast shipping, too. All right, let's see. Let's listen to this Morihei 500 real quick. Do I not have this locked in? Oh, I bet I know what that's doing. Hold on here. I swear. There we go. Try this again. What a good stone. Man, what a good stone. Yeah, I think that's going to work out just good. Just good? Apparently vacation's already settled in and I don't know how to use my brain. So what I do notice here on this tip, it's very sharp on this side, okay? I'm actually glad that that's like that because I'm going to show you something here. So you probably can't see it. I can feel it, right? That's going to cut into your stones. So one of the things that I do with something like that is I just come over here. I've got several of them. I'll just take like just a file, right? And I'll find where it's poking down. And you don't need to put a lot of pressure. Literally just lightly take it and just like that. One more time. And make sure you kind of flat on it. Just like that. Hopefully you can see that, right? Yeah. That's pretty much gone. I'm going to do it one more time. Yeah, I think we're good now. Yeah, I mean, that was like, that could have cut me. Actually, I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to hold it and try and get it as flat as possible. This time I'm going to give a little bit more pressure because this thing's pretty stubborn. There we go. And just like that, we're good. All right, now we can continue. So, as you could hear, that stone not only sounds good, it feels great. These stones are they're just amazing, immaculate, decently priced. This one was like 78 bucks. And for what they are, they're nice, thick stones, right? They have natural stone in them, which, whatever, that's just a bonus to me. But these are really well-designed stones. What's the guy's name? Hitora-san, I think is his name. He made these stones to have the feel and mimic the feel of natural stones. So, yeah, good stuff. And this is a really hard knife, by the way. It's really good. I don't really have much of a burr yet. Not that I really expected to, because there's a lot of repair needs done. But let's just go ahead and see. What I may do is switch over to that Sharpen anyway. Because just seeing how this one goes first. just to kind of move it along. Because this is a great stone, and it's a fast cutting stone, but there's extensive damage on this edge. One of the things people don't like about this Morihei, not Moriheis in general, just this particular one, the 500, is how dark it gets whenever you're wetting it, and it makes it difficult to see the metal whenever you're cutting it off. But I don't know if you can. Let's see. I can see that pretty well. It's just kind of a lighter grayish color, right? I don't have any problem with that. So, I mean, everybody's different, right? I'm not knocking anybody that has that issue with it. That's perfectly fine. But for me, I'm seeing it just fine. This is a friable stone, it feels. I am getting quite a bit of grit that's coming off. I shouldn't say quite a bit. I'm getting some grit that's coming off the stone. Let's take a look here real quick. Going to use our Carlisle microscope just to verify what we're doing. Oh yeah, actually that's doing really well. I was going to go ahead and switch to the glass anyway, but there's absolutely no need. That thing is getting lined right out. So let's just proceed. I'm going to work more on this knife than I normally do because of the damage. I mean, you saw it. But that's okay. I mean, that's what you have to do. These are always case-by-case basis, right? That's what it always is for a knife. You have to look and assess the situation before you move on and sharpen it or fix it. Another thing with those steels, you can see here, these, well, you might be able to see there, those scratches. See that along the surface there? Now, I can get those out of there. That's not a problem. But that's another thing that sharpening steels are good for, because whenever you're running them, here, I've got one over here. But what happens is whenever you're running it across the knife, especially those that are trying to, you know, be all Gordon Ramsay or something, what you're doing is you're going fast, and then whenever you're going really fast, you're just scraping this across the surface there. I only have this because it came with a block. So, and I also wanted to test just to see just how bad they are. Now, what I do have is I have the ceramic ones right here. These guys. Now, these guys work great because they're actually a grit-rated abrasive. It's actually white alumina. They work good. Now, you don't want to rely on those, but they're great at bringing an edge back quick if you need to. I've repaired a small rolled edge with them before. And if you don't have anything else, I would much rather use that than the steel ones. So one of the things I'm going to do too, if you guys are interested, I ordered a few blanks that are just the white alumina part, just the stick, the rod. And I'm going to make those, a few of those. If you guys are interested, I'll make one or a couple of them and give them away. If you're interested, just let me know. Just put a comment down below. I'm using quite a bit more pressure than I normally would too on this knife. I'm not like murdering it or anything, but I am using more pressure. Whew. There we go. Just getting cleaner and Skeeter's Peter now. Oh yeah, we've got a good burr. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a decent amount of grit in there. And again, that's not a bad thing. It is what it is. The type of stone. I don't know of many low grit stones like this that don't do that. There's some, but they're a different type, right? What I am noticing is these integrated bolsters, sometimes they get in the way. This one actually is pretty well built because it is there, obviously, but the blade edge is enough away from it. But I don't have a burr forming back here. I think it's just because I'm not getting it and paying attention, so I'm going to work on that real quick. Just go ahead and target it. Those that are newer to sharpening and are watching, the pressure that I'm placing on the blade against the stone is this direction. And then I let off, but I just rest my hand here to just kind of help guide the angle and keep it consistent. It's like, basically imagine you're doing this. Press, bring it back, press, bring it back, pressure, bring it back, pressure, bring it back. Oh yeah, we're getting there now. And I found a natural stone today that I'm gonna have to buy it. I have to. I have to. It stood up, it said my name and everything. My wife doesn't believe me. But I don't know. Some people talk to angels. I talk to stones. I promise her. It said my name. Say my name, say my name. I'm putting focus pressure on that spot. All right, I think we're good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, do a little bit more on the tip just for a second. I want to see how it feels, and then we can proceed with going a little deeper. Flipping to the other side. See, if I hadn't done that to the tip and fixed it, what I'm doing right now would have 100% just carved several lines in this stone. Now we got a good burr. I'm going to focus that tip just a teensy bit more, then we'll switch. Switch on to the other side. Ooh. Oh, let me grab this. All right. By the way, thanks again, Travis. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the knife. Again, guys, ElmDollDesigns on Etsy. They got all kinds of goodies. If any of you received my wax, I'm using their wax, or my board wax, I'm using their beeswax. So, all right, we are good. We can move on to this other side. One thing I might do in a different video too is show you guys how to take these scratches out and polish it up. It's a beautiful knife. It's heavy. It's perfectly balanced too. If you look, if you hold it here, it's rear end heavy. If you hold it here, it's front end heavy. But if you hold it where you would pinch grip it, that's perfection. That's a well-engineered knife. I do not know the year that this one was made. I saw some stuff that said that they could be, up to 1985, I believe it is. I'm just looking at this whole thing here. All right. Yeah, this tip will be a little difficult to do anything with without really grinding it out on something, maybe like a belt grinder. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. And we'll start this side. Anybody else on spring break? It's the benefits of working for a school for me, right? Your kids might be on spring break, but you're not. For me, working for a school, I'm lucky. getting dry. Give her a little lube. There we go. Yeah, it's actually a good thing I'm getting a break. I don't... Most of the people in my department were let go except for me, and I'm the director. Hit some financial woes. I mean, we're working our way out of it. It's just, it sucks, you know, for restructuring, you know. Okay, let's see where we be. Juju bead. Let me go ahead and wipe this off down there in the water. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do all kinds of stuff this week, I think, guys. I'm gonna try and do a video a day. I may not release it the day of. I may stagger the releases. But I'm gonna do another Duke out with the Debato. The Debato, and then the Altstone. Oh no, that's fine. I thought I screwed up on the bevel there. I did not. Alright, that looks like it's doing good. I'm gonna double check this one spot up here. It just looks kind of low. And that's why you always need to just examine it occasionally, just to make sure you're being uniform and it's following, you know, an even pattern. It's not really gonna prevent you from cutting or slicing into anything, but it can cause other problems, right? So just try and make it even burr. It's a long knife. Better to cut things with, huh? Making a nice little mud. We're gonna play in the mud. Check it again, see how our burr's doing. What do you guys think about that FSK? I can't believe more people haven't watched that video. I mean, it is what it is. I'm like, oh, crying because I didn't get a lot of views on it. I thought there was a lot of interest in those FSKs. Could be my titling sucks. Gotta figure out the algorithm, right? Man, I was so impressed by that thing. I believe that's going to be the stone that I sharpen this with next after this. I bet it'll chew this thing up. This thing, I'm telling you, it's really hard. And that's a good thing, right? That's not a bad thing, but this is a really hard knife. That's so cool. All right. Here we go again. Gotta lock that wrist in. I need to move this real quick. I've got this little thing in the vise here. It was bumping my arm there a little bit because I was flexing like Captain America or something, you know, big muscles. Man, I am shaking the living hell out of this thing. It probably just really sounds like I am. I've got so much stuff stacked up here. Like, I gotta stop that. I'm like, that'll be good on top of that. You know, 15 things deep. Let's go ahead and move the rattlers around. You know, if I'm feeling generous, I may give away 2 stones on Wednesday. We'll see. I got a couple to give away, so by a couple I mean I think I got like 10. They're all different grits though, so not everybody's getting the same grit. Just be aware of that. Somebody's going to get 1,000. Somebody's going to get a 3,000. Somebody's going to get a 5,000, and somebody's going to get an 8,000. So if you have a preference too, whenever I call your name, it's like you raised your hand. Okay, Billy. But if you have a preference, let me know, and if I have it, I'll send it to you. Otherwise, you're going to get whatever, I guess. Give me like your top 2 choices, I guess, for grit. We got 300, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, and 8,000. And that's, again, thanks to AltStone, guys. There's a spot that's not at the right height. Right there in the middle. And we fixed it. That's good. Good, good, good. Had an unfortunate bit of news this morning. There's a guy I used to hang out with back in the day. He's actually younger than me. Found out today that he passed away yesterday. We kind of lost touch. He went down a different path than I did. That doesn't mean that I didn't care for him or whatever, but he's in a better place now. I think he had cancer. He got into drugs pretty heavy when we were younger. It's kind of one of them things, but that's what Sharpening helps me with, is taking my mind off of things, right? Okay. Sorry for the Debbie Downer there, guys. It's just giving a little update on how things are going. Oh, somebody said that it would be neat to see how I store my stones, right? Like just kind of give an idea on how I do it. Maybe protections, whatever. If you guys are interested in that, comment down below. Let me know, and I'll do a video and I'll show you guys the way that I store different ones, because I store different ones in a different way, right? See how uplifted after the Debbie Downer. All right, we're looking good. So now we're going to do burr reduction techniques. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do, I have a King Neo series, which is for stainless steel. You can use it for whatever you want, but it's designed to chew through hard stainless steels. I'm going to sharpen this on that as well. Not today, of course, but I'll do that coming up as well. That thing's a pretty interesting stone. So 5 alternating strokes. Alternating strokes. We're going to do edge leading and then stropping strokes, the same 5 alternating to reduce the burr here. Brain's not working. Light pressure, not very much. Basically, I'm just guiding the knife and letting the weight of the knife do the business. And this should take the burr that has been folded over, and now it's folding it over each side, and then it should break right off. Yeah, it should break off as we're doing this, actually. Okay, let's check. Feels good. There's a little bit here still. Let me get this side. What I'm going to do, since I felt that there was still some there that was not significant, but there was some, I'm going to raise my angle up a little higher and just give it a nice good push. Check it. Okay. Do the same thing here. Do it again. And that's got it a lot better. So it's not completely gone, but that's what the strop's going to be for. I get to use my new strop, yay! Now we're going to do stropping strokes. Again, 5 alternating sides. Sounds like a, you know, that ching. Listen to it. It's like I'm a samurai pulling my sword out of my belt. Come mess with me. Okay. Oh man, I do that all the time. All the time. That was not the same kind of ching sound that I wanted to hear. That's me damaging the edge, most likely. Jeez, I'm gonna dry this off. God. Ugh, I swear, if I wasn't doing a video, I would not do that at all, ever. It's never happened if I haven't been creating a video. I'm gonna use this microscope again. I'm just gonna kind of look over it real quick. Number 1, check the burr. Number 2, check and see if I just dinged it real good. And 3, check the edge. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This could still use some work, but see, that's what we're doing right now, is setting the bevel. This is not where I'm finishing and stopping. So good news is I did not ding it on the metal. It must have just been the spine. So let's go and grab our strippy strop. Now I'm going to use my brand new Tojiro strop. Put it over here in the GoPro. There it is. This is like it's longer than 8 inches, I think. That's what she said. It's like I think it's like 8.6. I don't know. It's longer, right? It was $19 on Chef Knives to Go, so it's a pretty decent strop. I have the Richmond spray, which is the 1 micron diamond spray. It's actually pretty good stuff. I've been using it here the last couple of days. We'll just give it some strops, and that is great for finishing off of a 1000, off of this 500, right? So we're gonna do our strops. Whew, that thing's catching. I like it because it's a nice big strop. I like Tojiro's products. That diamond spray was like $16.95, and that's a 2-ounce bottle, and that will last you forever. They have CBN spray as well. I thought about getting some of that. The CBNs are only available right now in 1.5 micron. The diamond sprays are available in 1, 0.5, 0.25, and 0.125. I don't know if there's anything lower than that. I have 0.25 coming as well. So I didn't want to get it in 0.5 because I already have a 0.5 Genda polydiamond emulsion in the Genda Industry strop. So I wasn't interested in just having a repeat, right? That's just kind of a waste. Oh my gosh. Wow. I just about bit my finger off. Oh boy. Talk about cleaner than Skeeter's Peter. That really is. Nothing is left on this. Edge is nice and coarse, which is what I expected, being the fact that I used a 500 grit stone, right? I'm going to pop you guys up a picture. I'm going to pop that right here. And then let's go ahead and give her a little cut test. Now, I don't expect this to be quiet. This is a 500 grit. It's going to be toothy. It's going to be rough. Let's listen anyway, right? Doop. I was wrong. That's way quieter than I thought. This thing wouldn't cut paper earlier. I should have showed you that, but I'll be dipped. Just throw me down, slap me silly, and call me uncle. I'm just good. No, I'm kidding. I shouldn't be that way. That sounds conceited. That's just a testament, number one, to the steel, which came from ElmDollDesigns. Again, thanks, Travis and Laura. Appreciate it so much. That is your wife's name, Laura, right? Did I say that right? Yeah. I didn't think I got that wrong, but my brain doesn't work good sometimes. So yeah, steel in the knife, the stone, Morihei, maze balls, and a strop, right, with some good with good compound on it, or in this case, diamond spray. Good Lord. I could do that all day long. I can't get enough of that. That's what I was trying to say, but my words don't work good. So yeah, there you have it. The R.H. Forschner, right? Forschner, yeah, and Co. by Victorinox. Vintage, around at least 1985 or older. On the Morihei 500 with a Tojiro strop. So make sure that you are a subscriber to the channel. Make sure that you comment on this video and all videos until Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I will be doing a giveaway for an alt stone, Whetstone, and send it right out to you. Yeah. Till then, I appreciate you guys' time. Appreciate you tuning in. Wow, that was actually really amazing. I'm going to be honest, I did not expect that out of the 500. I expected it to cut roughly, right? I expected it to be toothy. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. That's amazing. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.